Hey everybody, and welcome back to Hollow Knight Silksong! I don't think I have any cool abilities to say to use alongside saying the game's name this time. Maybe this. That kind of works. There's also the Silk skill, except your Silk is reset anytime you load a save, so that can't work. Never mind. Anyway, last time we went through the second half. Pull out the map, please. Thank you. We went through the second half of the Marrow, entered the Deep Docks, got the amazing, awesome, super fun dash ability, and fought Lace as our third boss. I was gonna say our first boss, but no, there's been two other bosses in the game thus far. Lace was our third boss. She went down pretty quick, honestly, despite how difficult she is, so I'd say that's pretty promising for the future. This time, we have no real choices other than to keep going ahead into a new area, I'm pretty sure this is. We are at the far edge of the Deep Docks right here, and we're about to enter somewhere unknown. Very cool. There's so many doorways back here that I can't do anything with. This was a dead end. This, I think, connected to another area I'm deliberately saving until later. This was a room we couldn't jump into. This was a thing we couldn't jump into. There's so much we're going to have to backtrack for eventually. Oh, right! This room! This is actually something I can access right now. I think one of the moss berries is in here. Or something is in there. Something important is in there, so I better make sure to go back and get that at some point. In the meantime, though, we are right outside of this thing. Actually, to backtrack or to go ahead? To backtrack or to go ahead? I think I'll backtrack, honestly. Oh yeah, I should unlock the bell station in the Deep Docks anyway, because I don't think I've done that. I think I went in, I didn't have enough rosaries to unlock it, and now I should have enough rosaries. How many do I have? 42? Well, that sucked. Well, there's our tool going off there. It protected me from the double damage. I only took 1 damage instead. Alright, how many rosaries does this bell station cost? Because if it's 60, I could just keep farming that guy until we get it. It is 40, awesome! Alright, that'll just leave us with 9, but that is fine. As long as we get this thing unlocked, I am happy. There's a nice little jingle every time you unlock one of these. It's really cool. And then, the large hatch opens from the ground to reveal yet more bells! And now we can call Era. Alright, I think it's both the room I want to check out back at Bone Bottom, but there's also the side quest to collect the pilgrim shawls. I might want to come back and complete that quest real quick first before moving onwards, because I don't know if we're going to be fighting any pilgrims in the next area. It's possible we will, but either way, I'd rather get the quest done sooner than later. That's just me. Alright, welcome back to the world, everybody. Hey, is that Flick in the background building something? That's kind of a cool detail. And hearing awful whispers in camp about pilgrims driven mad by the hardships of the climb, crying out and attacking their fellows. You've been out there. Tell me, is it really so? You've heard it true, sir. On the roads, both pilgrims and beasts alike are consumed, driven to violence by a haunted thread, the source of which I have yet to discover. Ah, I feared it was so. I won't be able to trust a single face out on the path, then. The risk of death was daunting enough, but the loneliness of such a journey, that seems almost too much to bear. Ah well, just another test of our devotion, I suppose. You poor guys, you should not be forced to go through such conditions. This sucks. This place sucks. What's wrong with Farloom? Anyway. Let's ride the elevator. It's to the far right we want to go. It's 222, the far right we want to go. You know, all of those. We want to go to the far right wearing a tutu. God damn it. Well, I sure hope the elevator knows to come back down. I'm pretty sure it does. And that was such a fail. Alright, get back on. Oh, sorry. Gotta step off the pressure plate first. Like this is Elden Ring or something. This game does remind me a lot of Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree. In a way that it was originally intended to be a DLC for the first game, but that it ended up growing so huge they made it a full-blown sequel instead. And it's a good thing they made it a sequel, because it would be weird if a game had DLC that was larger than the base game itself. But, yeah, anyway. It does remind me of Shadow of the Erdtree in that way. In addition, it really turns up the difficulty by a lot, and that also reminds me of Shadow of the Erdtree. I haven't played very much Shadow of the Erdtree. Oh, is this it? Is it just some traps and... I thought I could. Never mind. Alright, can't avoid the trap that way. Whoops. Is it just some traps and rosaries? Is that it? I mean, I'll take the rosaries. It's a nice refill after I spent all 40 of those, to unlock the station. There we go. I had to think of the right word there for a second. I was hoping that my commentary ability or commentating ability could have been refreshed by the time that I started recording this video, but I guess some things are just too much to ask for. Alright, so that room off to the side, it does have something important later on in the game, but right now it's nothing. And I can go up here, go to the left, and see what's here, I'm pretty sure. Now that I have dash, I should be able to cross this gap. However, we won't be able to do much over here anyway, so I think I'll just take the Bell Station back to Deep Docks. We'll pass through Deep Docks, we'll enter the new area. Oh, right, I wanted to do the side quest. How far along am I with that? I have to get, like, quick math in my head. 8 more. I have to get 8 more of them. Let's go up and do it real quick. It won't take too long. And then we'll get it done. If I get any similar quests in the future, though, I might just focus on completing them passively, like as I play, rather than going out of my way to grind for them, because I think that's the idea behind how they were designed, maybe, possibly. It's possible that the side quests themselves can be made much easier, much more fun to do if you approach them that way, so I'd like to see if that's truly the case. But for now, we may as well just farm some pilgrims, take their clothes, give it to the people at Bone Bottom, because they freaking need it. Monsters don't need it. Bone Bottom needs it. By the way, I am a little confused about the naming scheme of Bone Bottom. So, on the zoomed out map, the place is called Bone Bottom, except the area we first woke up in is Moss Grotto, then we came back here and it was called Moss Home. So I guess like this whole entire area up here is named Bone Bottom, even though the actual town of Bone Bottom is just this. And what's weirder is how most areas have their names in all caps on the zoomed in map. Bone Bottom's name is not in all caps, which shows that it's a minor area. Moss Grotto is all caps, so you'd think this is called Moss Grotto. But the zoomed out map says Bone Bottom. I don't know. I don't know what to call this place. It's very weird. Anyway, should be more pilgrims up this way. Just run past you. Pretty sure there are more pilgrims in here. Oh, don't die in the spikes. That'll probably lose me access to the item. Good thing you didn't. Oh, suddenly loud music. I like the soundtrack of this game fine enough. It reminds me a lot of the Ori soundtracks, except not quite as good in my opinion, but still pretty good for what it is. And there's some standout tracks in there that are really, really freaking good that I absolutely love. Alright, how many more to go? I shouldn't keep checking. I should just keep collecting them naturally, or else I'll get really, really infuriated by how long this is taking. Okay, that's all of them. Once the text is highlighted in yellow, you have collected every single shawl you need for the quest, or every single item you need for the quest, as the case may be. So, let's head back down. Unfortunately, there's no way to get down there quickly, so I just have to drop down through the paths naturally. That is okay. We shall make our way down eventually. Here is the elevator. I think I said eventually twice in a row there, because I'm not great at coming up with new words, and my vocabulary is... Wait, okay, I confused myself there. I said vocabulary, which is correct, but I thought it was wrong. I don't know why. Okay, anyway. This should be where we turn in, yep, the shawls, and that is that wish completed. The garb of the pilgrims has been granted. Alright, cool. Is there anything new? I got a rosary necklace as a reward. That'll give us 120 rosaries compared to the 30 that these ones give. Oh yeah, I never actually looked at these in the inventory. Used by skilled craftsbugs in the construction of tools, and this is a relic, yep. That's a swift step, yep. I can dash. It's very cool. Alright, there's absolutely nothing on the bulletin board right now. I do love, however, that you can open this totally empty window if you want. It's just, I don't know, I find that funny for some reason. Alrighty, let's head back to Deep Docks and let's continue, because that's the only thing we can do right now, I'm pretty sure. Aside from go left in Bone Bottom, cross that gap, go left in Bone Bottom, I think all we can do right now is progress forward past Deep Docks, so. And besides, that's just what I'd rather do. Take out these areas one at a time. Like the generators in Half-Life 2, when you're going through the Overwatch Nexus. I don't know, just saying one at a time right there reminded me of Barney saying that line. We'll have to take out these generators one at a time. I had to listen to that dialogue so often because I kind of struggled through that part of my first playthrough of the game. I was not super good at Half-Life 2 in my first playthrough, and who is, honestly? Sorry, I have to kill you for a certain reason that I'll explain later. Anyway, exiting Deep Docks, welcome to our new location. Oh god. This place is called the Far Fields. It is on the far edge of the map, on the very bottom, so the name does suit it quite well. Though it's not quite as interesting as Kingdom's Edge. I like it quite a bit. So you got those rocks in the walls. Those will release bombs similar to deep docks. I suppose those are where the deep docks gets their supply of those. And then the people running the deep docks store them in barrels, and then I break them open and they explode. That's probably what's going on. Look at all those plants behind me. That's so cool. Looks almost like aquatic plants. Looks almost like lily pads. Okay, we can go up or right. I think I'd rather go up first, if that's possible. It's not. Awesome. Let's go right. Oh no, it's you guys. We had to fight one of these guys last time. Yeah, but now they're gonna start showing up as like perfectly regular enemies. Let me just, there we go, deal a lot of damage because you've got a lot of health, so I'd like to match my damage accordingly. Okay, I ended up surviving that without taking damage. That's surprising. Those guys are freaking rough. Glowy spots down here, though not dangerous. Ooh, you have a friend with you, and that friend is tougher. Friend is even tougher than the little guys are. Okay, can't climb there, so we're gonna have to approach it from this way. That is fine. I'll start with Silk Spear. There we go. So this guy is a lot more like... I think he's a little more mobile than the smaller version. Maybe. He tends to move around a lot more often. At least I know that much. Oh god. And his swipes are a little more dangerous. Oh god, and he can charge too. Oh god, at least he can't throw anything. That's one thing, that's one disadvantage he has compared to the little guys. Okay. Can I go back here? I saw there's a platform up there, but I don't think I can reach that yet. There's an opening down here. I'm not sure why. Doesn't seem to be anything down there. How about these platforms? You can dash jump to get up them. It's so much fun doing that dash long jump thing. The dash in this game is incredible. Such an improvement over Hollow Knight. Honestly, when I was practicing the first Hollow Knight in preparation for the live stream I did on my main channel recently, where I actually managed to beat the whole game with the true ending without using focus and on Steel Soul mode. Anyway, when I was going back to that game to practice for that stream and play it, I was so, like... It felt so weird getting used to the normal spammy dash where you have to just press C over and over and over and over again to get around. But now you can hold down C and run around all over the place, wherever you like. It's so much fun. I will say, while I overall prefer the controls of Hollow Knight 1, just because I think how much more rigid they are makes things a lot more consistent. It makes them feel a little better in combat. Silksong's controls are super fun, especially the movement is really well done. Oh god. No! Am I about to have my first death? That was just clumsy of me. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have stood inside of him. Oh, hi. How are things going in here? Okay. Can you give me my... Just don't kill me. Can you give me the last silk I need to heal? Thank you. I didn't mean to knock you off the edge. I just wanted one thing of silk. I didn't mean to be that mean to you. Sorry, buddy. What is this place? I don't remember finding this on my first playthrough, but I'm sure I did. There's no way I would have missed that upper pathway for my entire first playthrough, right? Oh, no, I did find this. Okay, because that is a flea. Now, you see that little raised wooden thing on the ground? It's a little suspicious, isn't it? Yeah. If you step on that, you'll get trapped in a cage, and this guy will spawn. Though, fortunately, we were able to break free from the cage before we could do anything about it. Oh, God, we have to fight you in the dark, where I can't see when you're throwing something? That's real nice. Well, it went fine. I still took 2 hits anyway, though. Oh, whoa! I love those fleas. They're so adorable. Okay, how many fleas rescued is that? Because we also have a side quest for that. That is all but 1. Sweet. So, who's next? Oh, it's just this walking guy. I heard a noise and I was prepared for a big fight. Oh, these guys are afraid of you. Oh, I didn't notice that. Whenever you walk towards them and they have room, they'll walk away from you. Oh, man. Now I feel slightly bad for killing them. Slightly. I don't feel too bad. They are a Silksong enemy. Me and Silksong enemies don't get along very well. Probably because I murder all of them. Probably because of that. Alright, climb further up. Where's this gonna go? I'm fine with this. I'm fine with exploring a little bit. Oh, man. I should try to kill more of those, because, we still haven't unlocked the thing that explains why I would want to kill those, but it'll become clear over time. Where did you go? Wait, oh, I think I remember. When they burrow into the ground, they just disappear altogether. You don't get to have the satisfaction of killing them. Oh, wait, never mind. Here he is. Hiya! Take it. Okay, so you do want to avoid taking damage as much as possible so you can get good use out of your silk skills. That is one definite challenge with this game. And you also want to pay attention to when the silk skill lights up in the upper corner so that you know when to use it. Because gaining enough silk to do something is not quite as obvious as gaining enough soul to do something was in Hollow Knight. There's no, like, big bright flash. It's not until you're able to heal. That's when there's a big bright flash. But whenever you're able to use a silk skill, it's a lot less obvious. There we go. I killed a second one. All right. These beads will probably... God, I have to go all the way back around now. Wow, that was a surprising number of beads from just slashing it twice. I just hit it twice and it dropped 10 of them. All right, cool. There's the rest of them. There's the remaining 10 of them. Hi, bud. How you doing? All right, that's a throw. I now know what that looks like. I shall keep that in mind for later. I think we've seen most of their attacks by now. Actually, not as bad as I remember, but I guess in combat arenas, they can be quite rough. Okay, this is a tall vertical room. This is probably where we would have gone had we kept going down to the right, down below. There's a bench here, as well as a gate. Hang on, have I just skipped to the top of this room? I don't think I can progress any further without a certain something in this area, but still. Ilgrim, you who have held tight to faith have been carried far. This station shall offer brief rest to those devout. But only those with the name Ilgrim. If you're any other pilgrim, you can stay out of here. We don't want you. Hello there. Oh, sister, my aching shell's close to breaking. My voice weakens. I can hardly sing a word. I fear the path ahead will be no easier for you, ma'am. If you cannot abandon your pilgrimage, you should at least rest well before continuing. Ah, but impurities stalk our every step, sister. If we rest too long, they shall catch us. So it is sung. Well, that's sad. My God, these pilgrims are going through some hard times. Happiest days of my life. To tarry long would be sacrilege. Oh, I'm sure it would be. Okay, right here. This is a rest area. You have to pay to enter these goddamn toll roads. I do have enough rosaries for it, and fortunately, there is something you can do about this. Go inside, and you can see a gear that powers the door. Why don't we just knock it out of place there? Now the door will remain open forever, and you only have to pay for it the one time. That is a very useful tip, because now this bench is free from this point onwards. Because otherwise, if you don't break that gear, once you go outside, the door will close again, and you would have to pay to enter again. Hello there, sir. Hope you don't mind that I, solved the financial crisis around here. Come to rest your weary body. The climb is agonizing, and even the devout must mind their limits. I'm impressed to find any without firm claw upon a weapon that could ascend so far. Indeed, we're lucky to have made it here. Luckier than many others. Or perhaps the difference between the lucky and unlucky is merely faith. Now, while we rest, shall we make trade? If you have rosaries, I'll take them gladly. Oh, you're a shop. I forgot about that. Okay. Weighted belt. Reduces knockback, and I think also does something else I'm not aware of, but I could be thinking of the other thing. This is good. Memory locket. With this, we can unlock a tool slot on our crest so that we can equip more tools. This is very, very good to have. In fact, I might go for this first. There's also the tool pouch. I think this increases the maximum number of tools you can have at a time, which is also very, very useful. It will mean we spend more shards to make it every time we rest, but whatever. So long as we get more red tools to use between benches, that is also very good. Unfortunately, I can only afford one of these right now, and I'll have to come back for the rest. I'll make it the memory locket, I think. Because the weighted belt wasn't that great in my experience. Just like the other, I think we've seen another merchant do this. We can trade in 80 rosaries and turn them into a rosary string. I don't know how many those give. I think you do lose a few rosaries in this exchange, though, so I'm not going to do it for right now. Yes, that's better. Sharing your devotion with me will surely bring you luck. Yes, sharing my devotion with you specifically. I can talk to you more. Is this place your permanent home, sir, or do you only make it camp? We pilgrims have no home. There is only the path. We climb and suffer and are thusly judged. I will linger here only a moment for the sake of trade. Once I've gathered enough rosaries, I'll be holy enough to ascend without fear. I don't know about that. Money can't buy you happiness. It also can't buy you safety. So, yeah. These fields are hot and harsh, a miserable place for we pilgrims, and just above are the dreary moors, a place once of abundance lost to falling silt and murky rain. The lands in every direction punish us, but such is our test. Above it all, the citadel shines, our destination and our reward. How do you know the citadel isn't going to be equally as dangerous? I'll make it there, you'll see. I've easily earned my place in such a paradise. We pilgrims provide for each other, living or dead. Sharing is a sign of devotion, particularly for those who give. Neat. All right. I'll sit on the bench once again. I'll use my memory locket as well. What would I want to equip? Oh, I think I know what I'd want to equip, or what I'd want to expand. I could go with either expanding this... Sorry, let me restart. I could go with either giving myself an extra blue slot, yellow slot, or red slot. Right now, I only have 2 blue tools, and only the fire bell is particularly good. So I think what I'm going to do is give myself an extra yellow slot and put the compass there. That way I can actually see my position on the map. And now I shall never take off the compass for the rest of the game because I don't know this game's map nearly as well as I do the first game. All right, climb onto the thing. Hi. Want to be free? I can let you out. I can let you out of prison. Darn, this door's too sturdy. Who knew that gold would actually make a strong material? Terraria players know that, but still. Believe it or not, we will not be able to go to the other side of that door for a very long time, so whatever creature that is gonna have to wait their turn. Gonna have to wait their turn for a long freaking time to get their chance to shine in the playthrough. You can go up here. And that thing breaks and creates a platform that lets you easily get up here without having to go all the way around, which is nice. So that room is designed to show you the beast knocking on the door. And we are stuck. We cannot continue. We can only open this hatch and fall back down. I wonder what we're gonna need to ascend through there. Hello, sir. You have a little pointy stinger down there. Oh, God, and you can use that stinger in... Man, that is impressive. That is impressive movement. How are you swinging it all around yourself like that? When it's stuck to the bottom of you? Okay, so that's a bomb thing. If we blow it up, that creates an updraft. But there's no way for us to catch that draft. Curious. Okay, let me... Hi-ya! Hi-ya! There we go. Just use it twice in a row like that. Here we got another bomb. Blow that up, creates another thing. What is this sign? The circle room. Let's go inside the circle room. This guy's doing target practice. I see. Mind if I join? Can you, like, compete with him? Look, I can do that, too. It's not that impressive. Anyway, let's fight. Okay, he summons his friend. That's fine. We can handle a friend. Oh, that destroys their projectile. Oh, I totally forgot you can hit their projectiles back. That's usually the case for any enemy that throws a projectile. I just keep forgetting you can do it. All right, cool. Coolio. Didn't seem to be anything to do in here. Can I run past here? No. I can hit the target, but it doesn't do anything. All right, not sure what the point of this was. Farloom loves to have random dead ends strewn all throughout, and I'm not sure I understand why. We'll be seeing a lot of those as we go, though. Okay, I can't hit that bomb up there, but I will be able to later once I gain the ability to make use of these updrafts. I don't believe I've fully explored this room, so let's backtrack real quick. Yes, I haven't. There's a thing of shell shards down there, except I'm pretty much at the limit, so I should not break that right now, or else all those shards will be wasted on me. Hi. Almost fell on top of you. Hey, okay, we can see that Chakra's nearby. Where is she, though? I actually don't know where she is in this area, I'll be completely honest. I don't think I found her in this area on my first playthrough. Looks like she might be this way? Aha, okay. Yeah, so I found this room, but apparently, the way I had done things in my first playthrough, Chakra didn't show up here, and I'm not sure why. So this room was just completely empty, and I had no idea what it was for, but it is specifically to house Chakra. Chakra, you look well at home in these wilds. Pashanka, these scorched fields offer many paths and much combat. To leap from vantage upon the red shells or to meet them face front with rings ready. These are decisions to live for. My Chakra voice has gone so downhill. I am very sorry. I am much surprised these soft pilgrims ever safely climbed this scorched and savage place. I'm very surprised there are pilgrims at all in Halfway Home. There's only 4 of them, though, which makes enough sense. Give me that map. Thank you. Vendor pins, that would be useful. I will buy those. Okay, let's take a look around the far fields. So yeah, with this place, as you can tell by the fact that there's a lot of empty space to the right on this screen, we have barely scratched the surface of this place. There's a whole right wing that we haven't seen yet. There's also a room up above we haven't seen yet, and a place down below that leads to the right. There's also that room up above at the beginning. I can't do anything about that, though, because I cannot climb that high. You say anything else? My master would have found her way to these wilds, I am sure. Her warrior sense has no equal. Surely I must be drawing closer to her. You are drawing slightly closer to her. Also, you're literally drawing closer because you're drawing something on a map. Ha 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 ha. Anyway. Okay, I thought that updrafts would always lead to safe places, but I guess not. That's fine. We only took 1 damage. We probably would have died there, honestly, if we didn't have that tool. Actually, no, I think I had 3 points of health. God. You're getting a little close for my liking. Please die. Thank you. What is this way? Can't remember. Is this a way back into Deep Docks? Because it kind of looks like it. Oh, I think it might be, actually. Oh. Okay, we got a little room up here that was obscured by darkness. There's an enemy from the Deep Docks, so indeed, this is semi-connected to that place. Ooh, the warding bell. Okay, well, I just spent my memory lock on unlocking a yellow slot, and now I got another blue tool to use. Shields the bearer as they bind their wounds. So I'm pretty sure what this will do is it'll prevent you from taking damage if an enemy interrupts your heal, but I don't think it blocks any other effect that happens when you get hit while healing. I don't think it does. I don't think it stops knockback. It will interrupt the heal anyway, no matter what. And you might even lose all the silk in your meter. I'm not really sure. Let's break that open. These platforms here are a little fragile, but not too much, thankfully. Ah, damn it. It was just a bunch of shell shards that I can't carry. I wonder, does Tool Pouch expand your ability to carry shell shards? I'm not sure. Okay, I'd like to explore the room that's above where Chakra was before I keep going down. Though I might not be able to reach it. I don't think I can. Never mind. Okay, we'll come back to that another... I forgot that's lava. We'll come back to that another time. How did you end up down here, little guy? I must have knocked you down in exactly the right place. That is Windows key. That is not what I meant to do. Oh god, that's gonna happen so many times throughout this playthrough. I'm gonna accidentally press Windows key so many times. Just you wait. It'll be very exciting each and every time I do. Okay. Music's going silent. That's ominous. I'm sure it's fine. Someone stabbed a very fancy-looking needle into its head. That is the needle that Lace uses as a weapon, right? Could she have passed through here and defeated that? It's entirely possible. Okay, we got this rickety wooden thing. I like how it did make a bunch of, how it actually made a bunch of creaking noises as I stood on it. That was cool. All right, I think we've seen this enemy before. You're just from the Marrow. You're nothing new. You're still not a pilgrim, though, so yeah. I think very few of these enemies are pilgrims, so if I were to, wait to do that side quest until later, it would be kind of difficult to do. Because, you know, I would probably have had to backtrack to Moss Home to grab the shawls anyway. I mean, I still probably could have gotten it done at some point, but I think it was best that I backtracked. Okay, before you go onwards, go into this house, or else you will have your time wasted. Not only does this house have a bench, so if you were to die in this next area, you won't have to retread all that freaking ground again, but you can talk to this person. Well, aren't you a sight? No, don't tell me. You're as odd as they come. Your poise, your form. Are you hunted? Pursued? The Citadel would see a fine prize in you. It is as you say, madam. Veiled bugs brought me to your land. I seek them now for answers. Ha! Fierce, too! These are bleak times, but a powerful stray like you could certainly cause some change. Well then, I've no love for that holy caste, and I do worry for this kingdom's ailing state. If you're seeking to settle a score, perhaps I can lend some aid? If you're planning to ascend from these low fields, you'll be needing some lift, and I'm just the bug to help. I thought you were a seamstress. Are you sure you're an elevator mechanic? And for the case beyond my home, the bugs within produce a spine with a marvelous core, flexible yet strong. Cut their spines and collect the cores. Return to me, and I'll soon have your old cloak transformed into something far more buoyant. Yep, it's another fetch quest, and this one is straight up required. The other one was technically optional, but this one you have to do to progress, as far as I'm aware. There might be an alternate way around it, I'm not really sure. A smart choice. Get out there and gather those spine cores, and best you be quick about it. As nice as it is to have the company, if you hang around too long, those Citadel bugs will turn their gaze on me as well. That is very true indeed. Alright, I see no reason to equip Warding Bell yet. We're not going to go into such major combat yet, or at least I don't think we will. I mean, you never know. I could have forgotten about a combat arena we're about to fight. That, I did not mean to discover this, but I'll take it. Where's this? Where does this go? We got an item down here, a rosary string, and a bomb. Stay away from the bombs, or else I do think you take 2 damage. Okay. I forgot you were an enemy. Honestly, I thought you were one of those ambient creatures that just flies away. Okay, so it's just a bottom entrance to this room. Neat. This is where we have to go anyway, so you respawn! Oh my god. There's another bind for me. I'm in a bind at the moment. Ah, there are more pilgrims here. Okay. I just had to be patient. I see. A lot of problems in my life could be solved if I had more patience. That is a hard truth about me. All right, these guys, these are the enemies that she is looking for, the Pinterest is looking for. It'll shoot these little spines that will stick into walls, and then if you hit them afterwards, find and hit them afterwards, I think you have to let them shoot them first. So, if you'd like, friend, if you'd like, hello, friend, Earth to you. Okay, yes, chop them up, and then you can pick them up. And they are spine cores. Attack you again. We'll get 3 more. I can't remember how many we need at the moment. Okay, there's another one. 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 If you come to this area without talking to the pinstress, or the seamstress, sorry, and getting that quest, getting this wish, then this will just be a giant waste of time as it leads you nowhere, is filled with enemies that seemingly do nothing for you, and you can't possibly pick up these, the spine cores because you don't have the quest yet. That's not allowed. You're not allowed to grab quest items until you have the quest for it. And so, yeah, you'll just end up doing a big loop for no reason. This is what happened to me in my first playthrough of the game. I came over here, just did a big loop in this area, had no idea where to go next, and then I finally went inside that home and got the side quest that sent me back in the area I just was, so I could fetch these things all over again. Or I could kill these things all over again and fetch their newly dropped items. It was kind of annoying and kind of soured my mood on the side quests going forwards, I will be completely honest. And I mean, you know, I still don't love the side quests, but as long as you know to get the side quest first before coming over here, it's not too bad. Yet again, more useless freaking shell shards. Alright, that's the path forward. Let's see if we can go up first. I'd like to exhaust all my options, preferably first. We need 25. Okay, we're almost done. Very nice. Hi there. Oh my, I can't believe that hit you. Okay, that has a larger hitbox than I thought. It extends above and below a little bit. Didn't think it would. Okay, that is Bony Bridge. That bridge is a little cracked, though, interestingly. Which implies we might be able to destroy it at some point. I don't know with what. Maybe a bomb? Are we gonna get bombs at some point? Maybe, you never know. Anything's possible. Oh, okay. What do I do here? Oh, okay, I guess that's just a thing that drops down and explodes. That's it. Okay, cool. Ooh, is this a bench? No, it is not a bench. It is where a bench would have been if this game was nice to me. It's okay. We just sat at the seamstress's house. It's fine. All right, you are a larger enemy with Sonic the Hedgehog capabilities. You fly in the air and do a little dive. And that's basically it. And then over here is another one of these doors with a very satisfying ring sound. We'll have to remember this for later. I think it will be marked on our map even without the map markers, so I feel no need, see no reason. Whichever one of those I was going for, you know. I feel no need to mark that on my map right now. Okay, we're going up and up. Ow! Going up and up. Interesting how these caves are starting to look like the Marrow again, even though we are pretty far from that area at this point. Did all of your spine cores disappear? Okay, this one didn't. I don't think I can reach it, though. Oh, no. God damn it. Alright, we'll go with this again. Oh, no. No, it poofed on the spikes! Oh, I hate you. I hate you, game. I hate you, video game. Alright, you know what? I don't need your freaking spine cores. I'll get them from someone else. Oh god, another one of you, and while I'm down on health, I think you might deal 2 damage. Well, I dealt 2 damage to you already. I guess. I dealt a lot more than 2 damage. I hit him a lot more than 2 times, so I should hope that I dealt more than 2 damage. Alright, pick you up. Neato. Pick you up, pick you up. At some point, that text has got to turn... Come on! I totally picked that up! You have a cooldown? They have a cooldown put in place for picking up the item, where once it spawns, you can't pick it up for, like, the first few seconds. That's annoying. Oh, whatever. We got all the spine cores now, so now all that's left is to kill the remainder of them and get back to the seamstress. I'm not sure if the game ever tells you that you can, that you have to slash the things they shoot in order to get the spine cores from them, which is something else about this quest I was unaware of for a long time. I was going back through and I was killing them and I was like, why are they not dropping any items? And it took me forever to figure out that you have to hit the things that they shoot and then it becomes spine cores. It's fine, just because, like, it is a required-ish side quest. So, you know, it's understandable that they'd make you stop and figure things out a little bit, which would change how you approach the rest of the game, and it's fine to, like, condition players to do stuff like that through design. But it's also just kind of a weird, annoying diversion in the main progression, and I'm not a big fan of it myself. But it's done now. I can only complain so much. Let's head back to the seamstress's house. After we do that, we'll see if there's anywhere else I could have explored over there, because I'm not really sure if there was. It's possible I missed a doorway somewhere, but yeah, I'm not really sure. Alright, get that back, refill the tools. Well then, I can tell by the rattling from within your cloak. Aw man, you didn't actually play a rattling sound effect as I carried this back. Screw you, Team Cherry, not enough detail. Your hunt was a success. If you'll kindly pass over the cores, I can get to work. If spine cores. Those don't really look like spine cores, but I guess spines aren't very large, so it makes sense. Flexile spines, wish granted. Perfect, this should be more than enough. Wait there just a moment and we'll soon have you soaring up and away from these lowlands. Received the Drifter's Cloak. Hold Z in the air to flare the cloak to ride strong winds or glide gracefully. This is one of the goofiest looking abilities in the game, but it's really fun and really useful. This is fine work, seamstress. Your modifications will aid me greatly. You're quite welcome, dear. I've rare opportunity to practice such intricate sewing, and a warrior sort like you will be able to properly appreciate my additions. Float away now, stray one, and do try not to die. I'd rather not have my hard work go to waste. Oh, I give no promises. I give no promises, ma'am. All right. Anything extra we can do over here? I don't think we can do this yet. I think that required something else. So, yeah, we'll mark this, or I don't need to mark it, actually, because it fades out. The map fades out there already. What we can do, however, is probably go up here, backtrack this way, climb up here, and see what is all... What all is left in the far fields. We can see the up-high fields. We can reach the highland. Just a moment, dear, before you scurry off. I'm loath to spoil the surprise, but curiosity begs me to ask. Do you know why they pursue you, those citadel bugs? No certainty, but I've a strong suspicion. They hunt me for my nature, for the silk produced within my shell. Aha! Truth, no doubt. In Farloom, yours is a rare skill, prized beyond measure to channel one's soul within a thread. Soul and silk inseparably linked. It's a skill almost lost from Farloom. Those old weavers shared it, but they're long dead now. There is another alive in this kingdom that shares my nature, or some part of it. I've seen silk similar to my own. It snares the shells of those upon the roads. I've seen it wrap them, possess them whole. There is will within that thread, one that seems to come from somewhere above us. The Citadel. Good sharp sight you've got. That's Citadel. All roads towards and all answers waiting, and a long climb up there, my dear. Now, it's time you get going. Your style and your silk sure are fine, but stay too long, and you'll only be trouble for me. Yeah, my bad. I'll be on my way shortly. All right, here we go. So this is the glide, and if we take it into an updraft, we get pushed up. It's very cool. And then we do a fancy little flip out of it, because Hornet feels the need to be fancy with everything. Actually, can I go up here? I can't hit that in the background. Yeah. Okay. You have no limits on how many times you can glide, though as you continue gliding, your descent speed will increase over time. So it's not like you can glide super safely across a huge gap or anything. Okay, no, I cannot go up there yet. That is something to keep in mind for later. For now, though, let's head back. Ooh, we might be able to go up here. There might be a secret. Yes, indeed, there is. Ooh, okay. These are silk plants. You hit them, and you will get silk back. It's just a brief little silk refill if you can find them, and otherwise, it's absolutely nothing, because there's nothing else up here. Neat. Not sure what the point of that was, but maybe it's to get us prepared for something that might be about to happen. Possibly. That's crazy talk. It's not like this guy's gonna wake up and become a big boss fight or anything. That couldn't possibly happen. Welcome to one of my favorite bosses in this game, the fourth chorus. Oh my god, I love this thing, and I am so excited to be fighting it here again. Just look at it. Its immense size is amazing, especially for such an early game fight. They're pulling out all the stops here in the freaking third area of the game, or fourth. Yeah, fourth, technically. Alright, it'll squash the platforms, despawning them temporarily. And then it'll swipe across, though it won't despawn any platforms. It still requires you to jump no matter where you are. Launches down rocks from the ceiling. I don't think those have any destructive capabilities. Oh god, okay, stay away from the center. Oh no, okay, good, I used my glide. Use my glide effectively. Yeah, perfect. I think my only complaint with this boss is that you fight it so early in the game that you don't get a chance to unlock anything that cool before you fight it. Oh god, okay. I think while it's down, I can hit it with a Silk Spear. While its head is down there, as it's going for a slam from above, I can hit it with Silk Spear. There we go. Nice, nice. Get some throwing knives in there as well. Or some straight pins, excuse me. Didn't have the official name correct. This is a boss where I think it makes sense to deal 2 masks of damage per hit. I mean, just look at how big it is. I didn't mean a voice crack there. Still, though, look at how big this thing is. Makes perfect sense this would be dealing 2 masks. I highly recommend wearing the fire protection tool for this battle for obvious reasons. Oh no! Oh no! Yeah, for obvious reasons. Let me bind right now. Okay, good. And then, oh god. Yeah, reduced me down to 1 platform there, and unfortunately I didn't react in time with the parachute thing. I'm not used to having it. Which is weird, because I should be used to having it. Alright, there's another Silk Spear for you. Oh no, you're reducing my platform count. Oh, you're giving me updrafts though, that's nice. I'll heal that last point of health. Oh man, this is a fairly lengthy battle, lengthier than I remember. I'm glad for it though. Okay, you're gonna stomp this last one. No, you're not. I just have to jump. Get back to the middle. Jump. Hi-ya, hi-ya. Silk Spear. I can do a second one if need be. Man, this is so much freaking fun, man. I love it. It is a bit of a difficulty jump, but at this point, I think that's acceptable. You fought Lace, and Lace is the get-good battle of this game, so it's fine for things to be a lot harder going forwards. This is about the point in Hollow Knight 1 where the bosses started getting really hard. Oh, that was awesome! I finished it off with the Silk Spear! That looked so cool with the slow-mo effect. Oh, man. What a fantastic boss that is. I love it. And I may as well say up front, the bosses in this game are, for the most part, terrific. I love so many of them. There are a few I'm not a big fan of, and I think I still prefer fighting bosses in Hollow Knight 1 on the whole, but Silksong's bosses are no freaking... Well, I mean, obviously they're no slouch, but they're not bad either. They're really, really freaking good, and that is one of the best, in my opinion. Right, so we can take the updrafts up here. Backtrack further. Yeah, I believe if you go this route and you grab the Drifter's Cloak and whatnot, you will have to fight that boss. That is a required boss. So yeah, we're fighting a bunch of bosses in a very linear order so far in this game, which is unusual for the Hollow Knight franchise. You know, unusual compared to the one and only other Hollow Knight game that exists. Okay, oh, that's the bell station. Nice, let's go unlock it. I should have enough rosaries. I've been collecting a lot. All we need... Oh my god, you're telling me I have to unlock both the bench and the station itself with rosaries. Well, I do have enough, so let's just do it. This game squeezes you for every last drop of rosaries, I swear to god. Maybe it's not this game, it's this kingdom. I'm gonna watch the door open, then we're gonna go unlock the bench. I have no reason to fast travel as of yet, but it is still good to unlock this station for later. Good thing unlocking the fast travel stations is only a one-time fee. Could you imagine if it wasn't? I was merely guessing that there would be a secret path. I didn't think there actually would be. I'm not sure if we can do anything over there yet, but it's possible we can, actually. Thinking about it, I guess we can go check it out in a bit, but first of all, let me sit at this bench. Thank you. I hope the bench doesn't close up while I'm sitting on it. That would be scary. Alright, do I want to change equipment? I do have this, but I don't have any more red tools. I could have sworn you would get more red tools at this point in the game, but maybe not. I'm not really sure. Maybe I just haven't explored the whole area yet. Okay, let's set you going. You'll reveal an updraft, and the bells are shaking. Ah, okay, no, we cannot do this yet, but this is still good to know, and since it's not marked on the map, I shall mark it myself. There we go. Very cool. I love hitting all those little bells on the way back out. It's so fun. Okay, I think I have been pretty much everywhere in these main areas, so the only thing left to do is to ascend up the tall chimney into the next place, perhaps. And I think there might be more things to do up there as well. I don't know, I'm not really sure, because, like, did any of these rooms have any places where I can use an updraft? I don't think this had an updraft leading to it. I think I needed something else for that. But I can go check while I'm here. I'm standing right outside the door that takes me back in that direction, so let's just go check it out. Let me go confirm it before I truthfully decide where to go next. Truthfully decide, you know, as opposed to falsely deciding where I go next, as opposed to lying about where I'm going next. Guys, we're going to the City of Tears. That's me lying about where we're going next. Almost. I mean, it's kind of a lie, kind of not. It'll make sense. Alright, oh god. Let me cut down your totem pole. That'll make you very angry, won't it? I know, that was kind of mean of me. That was kind of mean of me to do to them. I was already murdering him in the face, and then I decided to erase their culture from the area. Yeah, I may have overstepped a little bit there. It's fine, it'll respawn when you come back. It's no big deal. Okay, no, there is no updraft in this room. Very, very cool, good to know. So let's just go up for now. I could have sworn you were able to buy another red tool at this point. You were able to access another red tool at this point from somewhere, but I don't know where that could be. Okay. Also, this looks like it'll unlock the way to an updraft at some point, but I don't know. Not entirely certain about that. Let me destroy their campfire because I'm petty. I guess that wasn't really a campfire. It was a camping lantern. That's basically what it was. It had the little Lumafly guys inside of it. Every lantern in the Hollow Knight universe has little Lumaflies inside of it. I wonder, why isn't there more lore about the Lumaflies? Because clearly they are very important to the survival of the bugs. Because they emit light, and the bugs use them to see. So, like, are they sentient? Are they sapient at all? They don't seem to be, but I don't know. There's never been any indication of where the Lumaflies fit into the lore of these games. They're just kind of there. They're just kind of there inside of every light source. And I guess that's the most you really need. You know, why actually tell a story when you can just let the players tell it themselves? No, I'm not gonna say Team Cherry is absolutely doing that. I think they're at least telling more of a story than the frickin' From Software are. Anyway, let me stop there. Let me stop my controversial opinions there. Right, there are no updrafts in this whole entire room, which is just fantastic. Love to see it. I gotta be more careful fighting those little guys. They're not that hard, honestly. They're really not. Okay, here we are back up here. This updraft shall now carry us up through this room. Like it should. I should hope an updraft would carry me upwards. That would be, it would be a little bit of false advertising if it didn't. Oh, there's another one of those that I can break open in a previous room, I think, actually. Let's go back down real quick. So I could swear there's somewhere down in this room. There's a thing I can mob to the side. Yes, this. Okay, it looks like this will just open up a shortcut. Well, whatever. Convenience is always nice, no matter what Tizo says in the first game. I could be killing more of those guys for the journal, but I think I usually ended up backtracking here quite a bit as the game went on, so yeah. Certainly a lot more than the marrow, which I never found myself going back to as the game went on, so we'll have plenty of opportunities to kill enough of them later for a certain thing that I still have yet to reveal because we still haven't unlocked it yet. It takes a long time in this game, you know? Compared to the first game where you get it in the second area. I don't know why I'm being coy about it either, if coy is the right word. I don't know why I'm being subtle about it either. I've already spoiled what it is in a previous video. It's because I don't want to spoil it again, you know? I hope that you forgot what it is. That's my reasoning. Okay, I thought I remembered there being a room off to the side in this hallway. Am I wrong? Seems I am. Okay, I guess the halfway home is it. Or no, that's not the halfway home. That's just a little rest area. I don't think that place has a name. There is something called the halfway home in this game, though. So, there's another spoiler for you, I guess. Oh, God. Another one of these. Obviously. No, really? I thought that was another one of the small bug guys. I thought it was another one of these guys. I thought it was another one of the mossy bugs from the first area. Nope. It's another one of the big slicey dudes. They slice and dice and make everything nice. Oh, stop it now. There's me healing in midair. I don't think I've actually shown that off yet, but that is a thing you can do. Maybe I showed it off during the fourth chorus battle. I can't remember. All right, yes. Yes. You have a crazy spin attack. We're all so proud of you. You're amazing. You're doing a great job. You're protecting your kingdom. You're protecting your land. Ayah! Okay, the music has faded away. We are getting closer and closer to emerging into yet another new area. That's a really cool entrance. I like it. Welcome to Greymore, aka not City of Tears. I mean, that's basically what this place is, though it's not quite as important to the world as City of Tears is, yeah. It's kind of just a sad, lonely town that's being rained on all the time, with a lot of what appear to be gravestones in the background. I guess you could say gravestones, because it's gray, it's Greymore. Okay, I think what I want to do first of all, I can show this off. Insert 80 rosaries, and this will convert those rosaries into a rosary string. Just like what you can do with merchants. I will abstain from this, though, because I'm confident I'll be able to hang on to my rosaries for a lot longer than that. You do have a choice of going left or right. I think I'm going to go left first, because I think that is ideal. That is most ideal for us. I think Greymore is a great example of how much Team Cherry has upgraded the visuals from the first game, because the equivalent area in the first game, City of Tears, had really cool-looking backgrounds, but these somehow surpass it, and I don't even know how. Like, these backgrounds in this game have so much depth, and everything looks like almost perfect. Compared to the original, where a lot of the far background details are really blurry, so you can only see some of the background, or sometimes the background isn't even that detailed at all. In this game, quite the opposite. The backgrounds are so freaking well done. It's fantastic. Okay, there's a way to go down, and I think I want to go there first, if I remember correct, so let's do that. Ooh, you know, I think I missed something down in Farfields, though it might be something I can gain access to later on with a later ability. But I swear the first time I went to Farfields, I ended up getting, like, an important item, like a mask shard there. But I could be wrong. Got a bone scroll. Okay, cool. Relic of Farloom's Past, interesting to collectors of historical items. Well, I'm not exactly a collector of historical items yet. I might become one over time. But I'll find someone who certainly matches that description. And this is a complete and total dead end, otherwise. That's seriously it. That can't be it, right? There has to be a breakable wall down here, right? No? Really? I'm gonna be doing this a lot as the game goes. It's hard to remember where all the breakable walls are. Yeah, there really isn't any breakable wall down here. That is it. It's just a little hole you go down in, there's one item, and that's it. Interesting, okay. Level design! I'm sure there are places like that in the first Hollow Knight. I'd have to play that game 100% again to see if that's true or not. You there! We fought one of you back in the Marrow, down in the jail. That bat will hit for 2 damage if you let it hit, so don't let it hit. Ooh, I have SCP-173 rosaries. Awesome. Okay, we have 2 signs. One of them is pointing to a bell that we gotta visit, and another is, I think, pointing to some kind of cafe? That's what it looks like. Unfortunately, the door's locked. We can't go in. What we can do, however, is climb up onto the roof and scare away some birds, except for 2 of them who bravely take on battle with us. These guys are craws. I at least know these guys' enemy names. They act a lot like birds, but they are supposed to be insects. Don't forget that. I don't know. Are there actually insects that look a lot like birds? Or is it just, I don't know. Is it just a fancy design done specifically for this game? Not really sure. Is that a weather vane? I don't know why you'd need a weather vane here. It's clearly always raining. And I think it's underground, too, so wouldn't it always be raining? I guess it wouldn't always be raining. Maybe the water would empty itself at some point. Look at that, in the background you can see a windmill in the very, very far distance. And if you jump and move around, you can see just how far away it is with the parallax scrolling. It's so freaking cool looking. I love the backgrounds in this game. For as many things as I'm not a big fan of in this game, the visuals and the backgrounds are not one of them. They look incredible. This is the halfway home that I was just alluding to 5 seconds ago, except I wasn't alluding to it because I said its name out loud, and that's not what alluding means. Whatever. Let's talk to this guy.
Ah, well met, traveler. Looking for a drink, or a rest, or both?
Greetings, good bug. The warmth of your hearth is welcome upon these wet plains.
Aye, it's a damp climb through these parts. Used to be just pilgrims trekking my way, but odd times these are, and you ain't even the strangest shell wandering about. A rowdy old warrior stopped through not long back, caused quite a scene, and now a young lass is taking up lodging in my top room. The lass mentioned she's on the lookout for sharp types like yourself. Maybe pay her a visit if you haven't already.
Alright, I'll be sure to do that.
Care for a drink, traveler? My nectar's got a kick that'll warm your shell in these sodden climes.
Sodden climbs? I don't think I've ever heard the word climb. I think that's probably short for climate, if I had to guess. Sure, it's only 10 rosaries. I'll take it. I'll bite, except I won't be biting it because it's a drink. This will fully restore health and silk.
It's only these few stronger pilgrims that survive to reach my home now. Farloom's curse claims the rest. Poor sods, left to wander.
Isn't there a quote from one of the Dark Souls games, like, something ever to wander? That's what that just reminded me of just now.
I do sometimes get to wondering, is it the dregs of their own mind in there keeping them walking, or something else entirely?
I wonder the same sometimes. Okay, so because you can't store this drink for later, I usually never find myself using it, because you always have to come back to the halfway home if you want to drink it once again. Because you can't just keep it in your inventory, keep it with you, and use it whenever you like, which I guess would be too overpowered for this game, but still. In other news... Hello? Who might you be? You are the most adorable looking thing I've seen so far. You went right back to work? That makes sense.
Ooh, ma, sweet surprise for Nu. You are adult, yes? Fully grown? Ready to hunt?
Certainly I am no child, young one.
Perfect, then. Nu must ask a wish. For her, you would seek Farloom's many fabulous bugs and cut them. Cut them with your blade. Cut them with your mature spirit. Cut them with your savage adult heart. Would you help, Nu? Could you take your scroll and fill in its pages with the learnings of your cuts?
I am so sorry for my voice for this character. Sure, I could do that, I guess.
Bugs of Farloom, wish promised.
Oh, ma, you make Nu so happy. Hunt down the creatures of this land and record them in the scroll.
And we now finally get the Hunter's Journal. This is what I was alluding to all episode. Defeat foes to add their records to the journal. Review defeated foes in the journal pane of the menu. Learning about a land's inhabitants is a worthwhile undertaking. Perhaps you are more grown than you realize, Nu.
Ma, such delicious praise will make Nu shrivel. Go now, hunt and pray and begin our learning.
God, I cannot talk that high. It actually hurts. But I will continue to do so just for fun. Okay, so this keeps some records of every single enemy in the game we have fought and killed thus far. If we've just encountered a bug, that means if we have just encountered a bug, meaning I meant to say enemy, my god. If we have just encountered an enemy, meaning we have killed them once, we will unlock their basic description up above. However, if we kill enough of them, we will unlock Hornet's notes on them, such as here. Their plump, round shape makes them well-suited for target practice. Difficult to resist testing my aim on them. Yeah, so in the first game, because your main character didn't have any thoughts running in their head, the notes in the Hunter's Journal were from a character called the Hunter who gave you the Hunter's Journal in that game. Here, however, Hornet herself is writing down these notes, which informs a lot of her character. So I never ended up reading a lot of these on my first playthrough of the game, unfortunately. I just never felt the need to. I never felt like I had the time to for some reason. I just always wanted to keep pushing forward instead of reading journal entries. But I think this time we're going to read a few more of them. Let's scroll through these real quick. To end this video, we're going to scroll through these real quick and read Hornet's notes on them. In its natural state, it would avoid potential predators, but Farloom's haunting now compels it to aggression. Fortunately, its jaws are ill-suited for combat. This one has allied themselves with me, either as thanks for their saving or respect for one judged as equal. Whichever the reason, their fellowship is welcome. Alright, you can tell which ones are completed based on if they have a silver border around their portrait on the left side of the screen here. Looks like, okay, no. A terrifying achievement of Farloom to build a construct so large and yet so nimble. Indeed. It's got a lot of red stuff on its lower area there. Could be blood. Blood from its insides. You know what Ultra Kill says. Blood is fuel, obviously. Wow, game, way to spoil that we're gonna be fighting Lace again later on. That's something the first game did too, though. Anyway. Sit at the bench, and oh yeah, we're at an hour. I'd like to end the video here. Next time on Hollow Knight Silksong, we're gonna start by exploring the right side of Greymoor, and then we'll see if we can't go through all the rest of it before the video is done. I might also take a quick trip back to Bone Bottom to see if anything's new in the shops, or maybe there's a new side quest I can do for a new reward, because I feel like I should be having more items by now, yet I just don't. But either way, we'll check that out when we check that out. So thank you all for watching if you did, and as always, I will see you all in the future.